For a Friday. Pocket full of sunshine. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, everybody. I just got done working out. It is hot out there if you didn't know that. And make sure y'all are drinking a lot of water because it is going to be another scorcher today. I laugh. Those of us that are out showing properties, it's like our cars cannot get cool enough before we have to hop out and unlock another door. So please make sure you're hydrating and taking care of yourself. I'm going to kick it off with Good Friday. She's not even on here yet, but I was just bragging to the ALC about this. Y'all, Linda is on fire right now. Dawn is on fire right now. And I'm super grateful for them. We met last night about, hey, how do we create a system for lead gen? And I want y'all to understand, like, Linda's and Don's and everybody's job for our, on our side and the brokerage side is growth, right? So we've got to grow production, we've got to grow agent count, and we're running an office with 450 people. I think everybody on here could say we have a lot on our plate, and with the right leverage, systems, and structure, you can produce a lot of appointments. So Linda this week has held Linda and Don, because they're teaming up on this and pushing themselves. They've held 11 appointments this week. What would it look like in your business if you held 11 appointments? And she's also, her and Don created a system yesterday where they're leveraging Gion to give them call lists, to help with follow-up systems, and make sure that they're not missing anybody along the way. And so I just want to encourage everybody. I know we all get busy and we have a lot going on, but I think everybody would agree. Linda and Don have a lot going on, and they're putting up a lot of appointments right now and holding a lot of appointments. And what they also decided to do, just because they're going to be at Mega Camp, they decided that they're going to spend 1 hour to consistently lead generate once a day at Mega Camp to make sure they keep this momentum going. So if this gives you any kind of encouragement, show up and get around these people, because y'all, that is what mega agents and mega producers do. We do not let anything else get in our way. We figure out a way to set appointments. We get into activity very quickly. We don't overanalyze and we move it forward. And one thing I was talking to Linda and Don about yesterday, they're using AI in a way that essentially they could say, hey, this is what the follow-up text is. This is what the follow-up email needs to be. They're putting it in their database. And then Gion, which is leverage, Gion is then sending that out on their behalf. So just note, it doesn't always have to be you. I think, Gion is our VA, our virtual assistant. It doesn't always have to be you. But if you want to put up 11 appointments, you can do it. You just have to find a way to do it and not overanalyze it. Linda, do you want to share anything else about that, Linda or Don?
Sorry, I wanted to get Don a second in case he wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it was an aha moment. Sarah really had us think through that, but like, how can we use AI to create those things and then it not be just one more thing for us to do, but how can we give that to someone else for leverage so that it happens, but it doesn't have to take you away from the one thing that you're good at, which is being in front of your people and having the conversations. That is, like, we've been saying it for a year, right? Since we've been talking about AI in the playbooks, but the point of AI is to get you back in front of people and in relationships so that you can spend more time doing those things and all the other stuff isn't weighing on you. Right. So,
and I know some of y'all's thoughts are, I can't do an VA right now. Well, a lot of y'all have kids or somebody in your world that you could pay just to do some input or to send out a few texts or emails on your behalf, as long as you're not talking about real estate. As long as you're just saying, hey, Deanna, checking in, how are you doing? And you can even tell chat or whatever, Gemini, hey, this person is not a licensed agent. What can I send out that does not give real estate specific information, right? Like, what's a general conversation topic that I could send out to make sure that I'm having this person connect with our customers. So just know, you don't have to hire a full virtual assistant. There are ways of getting around it where you can then leverage yourself accordingly. So Good Friday. Shout out to Don and to Linda. Also shout out to Philip. I know that he sat on Women's Council of Realtors and did a panel, represented us well there. Shout out also to Patrick and Alan for doing Wealth Wednesday. Y'all are doing a lot of stuff in a good way and leading in a great way. So I really appreciate all of you. Who else? Somebody unmute yourself. Tell me something good.
I will. So something good for me. I got an offer on my listing that's only been online for 2 weeks on yesterday. I signed a new buyer rep agreement on yesterday, and I'm feeling the Lord just doing what He do. So I'm grateful for that. Yes.
Congratulations. You're getting the momentum. I love that. Lauren, I need to also shout out Lauren Yoakum. I see she's on here as well. Y'all, she's recorded a bunch of stuff with K-Score. And Lauren, I really appreciate you doing that and really diving into getting a funnel for us for agents. So congrats on that. I'm also going to give a shout out to Deanna. Deanna, I had her speak, I think on Monday or maybe last week, but she's sending out like 5 to 10 texts a day and getting multiple appointments from people she hasn't talked to in years. So just getting back and refocused into business, which is awesome. So congratulations on that. Who else? Anyone else got anything good? I'm just going to keep rolling. Somebody else.
Our insights from social media on Instagram, they have grown. We're over like 16,000 views. So I'm happy about that. Getting the momentum over there going. So, yeah.
Totally crushing it. Y'all, Nikki is crushing social media. Go look at what she's doing. Please share. The more that we share creates a bigger presence and a greater awareness. So please make sure you're diving into that. Nikki, awesome job on that. Seriously, great work. Anybody else? Personal or professional? Somebody unmute.
I'll say something. So yesterday, I am listing one of my dear friends' houses, and they are moving out of town. And so I got to her house yesterday to do photos and videos, and I walked in, and she was crying, and it really puts into perspective like just what our role is and how important and how emotional this whole thing can be for people. And just have such a bigger role um, in what we do than just being a listing or a selling agent. I'm sorry, a listing or a buying agent. And it's just really opened my eyes so much more yesterday, just being part of that with her. And she was there the whole time. And by the time she left, she was really excited. And I think she knows that she's in good hands and that I'm going to do everything I can to make this as easy and smooth for her.
Hey, Lauren, I love that you shared that. I mean, honestly, I think that's God's way of stopping us because we all are working very hard, and sometimes it can get frustrating and exhausting, right, for us as agents. And I think those reminders put it back into perspective. Y'all, these are not just units. When we talk about how many deals have you done or how many units, these are families, right? This is somebody's wealth. Like we're dealing with families, we're dealing with estates, we're dealing with a lot of emotion. And we carry a lot of that, right? So I love that you brought that up. I mean, I just got done full transparency, with my parents' house, y'all. That weighed on me so heavy for 90 days. Like I am just now coming out of the grief of it. So keep in mind, like we're dealing with a lot of emotions because a lot of memories and a lot of life happens in these houses. And so don't take that for granted. I love that you shared that. Take pause and be grateful. And understand that God put you in their path for a reason so that you could go help somebody navigate through all of those things, right? So love that you shared that, Lauren. I think that's a great thing for us to end on. Y'all, I want to make sure that y'all take some time for you this weekend. I know y'all are out there hustling. I know that the market's hard, and I know that we cannot do it alone. So I really appreciate everybody getting on this call every single day and showing up, not for me. You're showing up for yourselves and you're showing up for everybody on this call. So super grateful to all of you. Good Friday is wrapping up. Y'all enjoy the weekend. I will see y'all next week. We are going to run Win the Morning. It's just there's going to be different presenters on Win the Morning next week. So make sure that y'all hop on. Leslie, yes, I do want one other quick thing. Thank you for the reminder. Y'all, there's about to be a lot of appraisal changes. And we're going to do a class coming up. And so it's going to affect the turn time of your property. So we need to make sure that we're aware of what these appraisal changes are. Go has one incredible broker. Her name's Ann LaCusta. She's a mentor and leader to me. She is going to do a broker chat on those. If y'all will keep her in your prayers, she was supposed to do it yesterday and her house caught on fire. And it didn't look good. So it was like right in real time what she was trying to teach the class. So please keep her in your prayers. And yes, we will get that information out to y'all. But I do want y'all to be aware that there are appraisal changes happening, and we will do a class on that. So pay attention to that when that comes around. All right, everybody, y'all make it a good one. Make it count. Bye, y'all.